my next guest, who's sitting right next to me here, known about this contest last night when he was on the set of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
You know what I would have done?
You would have taken a picture of you checking on the preseason score of the Los Angeles Clippers getting waxed by the Golden State Warriors, Clark. Gregg?
I want to talk about that.
Okay.
It's preseason, 50-point lead. That can't be true. But I would have had the special effects people at Marvel suture some actual ram horns to my head.
Wow.
To win the Fanatics gift card.
Because they can not only do that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, they can.
They're very
make it
good
so
at
that
that.
It stays and continues to grow.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But you have bought into the Los Angeles Rams hoopla.
Who'd have thunk it? You know me, Rich.
Well, I know you're a baseball guy.
I'm a Cager fan.
I know you're a big hoops guy. You love the Clippers.
I love the Clippers.
You're a big baseball guy when you're not on the set of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Medium baseball
but
guy.
Now you're locked into
How can you not root for the Rams? They're scrappy. They're young, scrappy, and hungry.
They are. By the way, that's a Hamilton line I think you just dropped right here, by the way.
We're giving you the highbrow in the third hour, people.
You just dropped a Hamilton lyric on us right here.
They are, though, right?
It. Yeah.
Who is this guy? Brian Quick. I like this guy.
You know what? They're a team that is opportunistic on defense, that they score enough on offense right now. They have a 3-game winning streak after being shut out in week 1 of the season. And now, so are you locked in, like you're in a way that you haven't been watching football?
I can't believe it. My Sundays are usually very free.
Okay.
A little pickup basketball, something like that. Mm-hmm. And now I'm actually, get out of here. I got to find out who this guy Donald is and why he's eating so many quarterbacks.
He is. He's one of our MVP candidates for the first quarter of the season.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
He is a Defensive Player of the Year animal type candidate right now.
Yeah, and I liked seeing Keenum scrambling around all over the place.
Have you gone to a game yet?
Not yet. My friend Bo Flynn bought season tickets. As soon as he's finished doing post on the Baywatch film that he just produced. Imagine a Baywatch producer also is interested in football. And then he's going to take me, which is cool.
A Baywatch, what is somebody doing?
Dwayne Johnson, amazing cast.
I know.
Zac Efron. And some attractive ladies, I'm told.
I know. So does the post involve any of that? I mean, in Baywatch, what does a Baywatch post involve?
Oh, you mean you think they're kind of checking the jiggle factor in the slow motion runs?
Making sure that it's all
good. I do, but I know Bo, and he's a feminist at heart, so I'm sure they're checking the Zac Efron and the Dwayne Johnson breasts to make sure that they're also bouncing in the same basic ballpark.
A feminist on the set of Baywatch. Yeah. That's an interesting spot to be.
Sure, anything can happen now.
I've got Clark Gregg of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. here on the Rich Eisen Show. So seriously, you're on the set last night and you're checking the score. You checked in on your Clippers for
We were shooting a rather elaborate fight scene kind of thing.
Yeah.
And in a break of it, I just said, "Oh man, I think the Clippers started preseason against Golden State tonight." And I know Bob Myers, the general manager, because he plays in the pickup game I play in sometimes. So there might be some trash talking there. I will not be trash talking that game.
It was one.
What was the final?
What do we have the final score on that one last night?
Look it up. It was ugly.
It was a billion to a little.
I saw the last 5 minutes. It was pretty bad.
Oh, KD was.
It's the
They've got this new
preseason.
guy, this rising kid, Durant.
But I mean, it is, as he was introduced last night for the first time in a Golden State Warrior uniform.
Oh, yeah. He can shoot the basketball.
It finished not horribly bad. It was only a 45-point game.
A 45-point game?
Yeah, 75 to 120.
So what do you give this more than you give the higher score first.
Look, hey, what do you know? Draymond Green.
Sometimes you got to be a trailblazer, Rich.
Yeah,
so
they're going to do okay this year.
What do you think ailed your Clippers last year when it all came down to it, Clark?
No.
Obviously the injuries knocked him out against Portland, but
I thought Chris Paul was having one of the great seasons of all time. I don't know that it even got as much credit as it deserved. And they're in a very tough division. The stuff with Blake didn't help any, I think, but I don't know. Like, it was rough.
I know, and now you've got the Golden State Warriors sitting at the top of that conference, like
and I think that Popovich has really put together some interesting additions, and so have the Thunder. Actually, it's gonna be a really tough division. The Clippers have to rise up to this. Blake Griffin has to come back and show everybody why it's a good thing he's still here.
Now, given a choice, do you think Chuck the Condor should return this year after last year's debacle? Coming out of the gate, what do you think?
Well, Clark? I didn't quite understand why we needed a condor. I mean, we were Clippers. Is it Chuck the? I guess
it's not even the state bird of the
if you know
the state
what,
of
if
California.
the New Unis and the Condor had a terrible accident, I wouldn't be a Clipper fan. It was no offense, Chuck. I'm sure I'm going to fall in love with you.
Right. But when it all comes down to it,
I like the old Unis.
It's the addition of KD that might be the problem as the Clipper season begins in about 3 weeks' time in the downtown Hoops Dojo.
Yeah.
I have Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Clark Gregg here on the Rich Eisen Show. It is remarkable. Would you say you kind of got in on the Marvel as it was coming up, and now it's
the origin story of Marvel Cinematic. I was lucky, a very lucky Marvel fan to be there and be included in those early films, and then some of the later films, and then to die and feel like, okay, I had a good run, and then now to be shooting episode 75 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. We kind of rebirthed Ghost Rider, which is a big fan favorite in the comics, a different version than the motorcycle Johnny Blaze guy that Nick Cage played. This is Robbie Reyes, a tough kid from East LA, who's got this Hell Charger car. And we're having a blast. The response has been really great so far. We're at 10 o'clock, so they have me naked all the time.
There you go.
Which is killing our ratings.
We're wondering, maybe that's what's killing the National Football League ratings, that there's somebody's naked that we don't know that's been out there.
We'll look into it.
So, but it just is amazing.
Are the ratings down for the NFL?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, which is interesting because now you've joined the ranks.
That's me, man.
There should be the
because I
Clark
started
Gregg
watching
boost that's going on.
Go now.
But Luke Cage, it crashed Netflix. I mean, it's...
You see that?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really good, too. That guy, Mike Coulter's amazing. I actually believe he could start for 2 or 3 teams right now.
Right. In any sport.
Any sports.
I understand.
Yeah.
But it is just remarkable that you put Marvel on something and they bring to the table something, a brand that, in a way, you are on ABC and the rest of your crew is helping foster every single week.
There's a lot of wings, there's a lot of different parts of the cinematic. There's the Captain America Civil War, the Avengers, there's Guardians, and soon Doctor Strange is opening, which is the kind of magical part of the Marvel universe that not that many people know, but is really cool. We're doing some of that kind of magical stuff this season on our show. And then Jeff Loeb and all the people over at Netflix, Luke Cage is amazing. I mean, people would tune in and watch 1 or 2 of them, but Daredevil, Jessica Jones won a lot of awards. And now Luke Cage are just doing good stuff. I would watch it even if I was on a DC show.
Yeah, Tuesday, October 11th is the next episode of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that premiered on September the 24th, 4th season, along with my friend Clark Gregg, director Phil Coulson on that show.
Well, actually, Rich... Yeah, one of the reveals in this new season
is
an
that agent?
I'm back being just a guy whose first name is Agent.
Okay.
I lost my job.
Okay. But that just means there's only one way to go.
It puts me back out in the street.
To go nowhere to go but up.
Nowhere, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what was...
Sure. Who did they send? Puig, right? They sent him back down to the minors for a minute?
And now he came back
better than ever.
And now here come the Dodgers in the playoffs.
All I'm saying.
So are you saying you're the Yasiel Puig of the Marvel brand? Is that what you're saying?
I didn't, but I love that you think that way, Rich.
Well, it's good to see you, Clark. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You got it.
Always a pleasure. The best show anywhere.
Thank you, sir.
It's obvious.
Thank you for saying that. Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Back with your phone calls, and also still to come, the awards that everybody's waiting for. And the everybody might be some of the legit folks who got your Hamilton reference.
Thank you.
Clark Gregg here on The Rich Eisen Show. Call us, 844-204-RICH. We'll take your calls next.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.